Guys, today we're making some embellishments for our Boho Beach art journal, our quarter flat journal, and I have a special treat for you today. We are going to be making this tiny, mini, itty bitty little dream catcher. Isn't that adorable? Super easy. I'm just hoping you guys can get the details on camera. So I'm going to flip the camera down and we're going to get right to it. Okay. So excited, guys. Okay. I'm going to zoom in a bit. Woo. I can't zoom in. Well, let me zoom in. Okay. I'm hoping you guys will be able to see this properly. Let's get some light on it. So this is what you're going to need, and today I'm going to be doing a blue one. So really you can use any kind of string that you want. I'm just using this cording that you use for beading. It's bamboo cord because I want to do a different color. This one I just used regular string. And then you need a couple beads. These are little seed beads. So I use 6, 7 seed bead. And then just these little mini feathers. And then you're going to need some of this bead cord as well. And this is clear transparent. It's not the elastic one. It's really just cording for making necklaces and stuff, but it looks like fishing wire. Okay. And then we're going to use a little ring that is an earring. For making earrings, and you can get these at your local craft store. All of this stuff you'll find in the beading section. So let's just lay that there. So what we're going to start off with first is just wrapping our cord. So I'm using this bamboo cord today, and I think I am going to use this color. Okay, let me just wrap these ones up so they're out of the way. All right. So select the cord, string, whatever it is that you're going to be using for this project. And I didn't really realize all this stuff was sticking out. As usual, I'm not as prepared as one would think. I apologize. I'm just trying to keep it real here. That's how it really is in my studio. I'm sure you can all relate. Okay, so I'm going to unravel. I'd rather have a lot more than I need than less. So I'm going to cut a piece of cord off, and it's probably about 3 feet long. I probably have 12, 24, yeah, approximately like 30 inches. And I'm just going to start off. There's several ways that you can do this, but I'm going to do the wrapping way, because in one of my next videos I'm going to show you how we will do the crochet cord. So you're just going to, I didn't really show you this properly, did I? Just show you how to start it off. I feel like I'm just going at it without actually explaining. Okay, so we're going to leave a little piece that hangs down about, I'd say about 3 inches. And we're just going to loop it. And then you're going to pull the loop through the cord, or sorry, pull the cord through your earring hoop. And then you're going to grab all the strings and just run it through. So now at the end, you've got one piece hanging down, and this is one of the cords that is going to have the feather hanging down. And then we're gonna wrap the wire around the entire loop. So there's two ways you can do it. You can just go around and like pull it through like this, right? And just keep pulling it through like so until all your cord is wrapped. And then the other way is a crochet away, but we're not going to do it that way. We're going to just wrap around the whole loop. And the reason being, like I mentioned a minute ago, is in one of my other tutorials, I'm going to show you the crochet way. So you want to just continue doing this all the way around. So then what happens is it just ends up covering the wire. Okay, so go ahead and do that. I'm going to finish this one up, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what to do at the end. Now, when you get up at the top, because there will be a little hook here, just go across the hook and don't worry about this thing sticking out. That's fine. Just kind of ignore it at the time being. Okay, so go ahead and wrap it around. Make sure you hold your cord down here when you're doing it so it doesn't start unraveling, and then I'll see you back here in a second. Okay, so I've finished wrapping my entire earring hoop, and we are just going to cut the string and we're going to tie it onto the one that we started with. So just do like a right over left, left over right type deal to secure it. Oops. Okay, so we have the two strings hanging down. Like I mentioned, we're going to attach the feathers onto it after. So now let's get on to the weaving of the dream catcher. So get your clear cording, and you're going to unravel. Ugh, these things can be tricky. I'm just going to take this off to unravel some cording. So again, with this, you want to make sure you have enough. I'm probably going to do about 3 feet just to be safe. Okay, so I've got my cording here. And I apologize. I hope you guys can see this okay, because it is a really clear cord, so it's hard to see. But in the loop, hopefully you guys are clear here, there is this tiny hole here, and I'm just going to put my wire through it to tie it off. If you don't have one of these on the rings you're using, that's fine. You can literally just tie it around your loop to secure it. And I'm just starting at the top here. So I'm just going to tie a knot to secure it. Okay. And I'm just going to do like a triple knot here. So I'm going left over right, right over left. I'm going left over right again, just to secure it. Now I'm just going to cut this a little bit for now because I don't want it getting in the way of me doing the weave. But what we're going to do is we're going to go around the edge and wrap it. So we're going to do it in 6 sections. So if this is halfway down here, I want to get 3 webs in here. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. So basically, all I'm going to do is take my cord, pretend it's like a sewing needle, and we're going to wrap it 1/3 of the way. And I hope you guys can see this. So I've got one cord here. And then the next wrap I'm going to do right about here. So take your cord, and what I do is it's on top of the loop. I just come up through the center and pull. And then I'm going to go do the same thing, go across down to the center at the bottom and up through the middle and pull taut. Same thing here again. Up through the center. And you'll start, as we start doing the weave, you will start to see the effects after a couple different weaves. It's hard to see at first, but you'll get to understand it here in a second. Okay, and then again over to the center. And up through the middle. And now I'm going to do it once more because that first one always seems to disappear. So if I show you here, you can start kind of seeing an octagon, like a spider web forming. So I'm going to do the first one again, so I can be sure to see that little octagon. Like so. See that? So now with the second row, what we're going to do is instead of going along the outside, we're going to go in the middle of each one of these. So I'm just going to, whoops, bring this through once more because I want it to be a little more secure. Okay. So then now what we're going to do is we're going to go through, whoops, we're going to go up through the middle here, like this one. And then we're going to go down into the next one, which is, whoops, it's very hard because this is clear. But so we came up through this loop, we're going down through the next one. Okay, see that? And then we go, trying to find the end of my cord, up through the next loop. And then down through the next one. And we just keep going like that all the way around, and you'll see like a star happening. So up through the next loop. And you're just going to kind of, as you do it, pull it taut and put your finger there to hold it. I find that's easiest. So down through the next one. Okay, so see that pattern starting to happen? Now we're going to continue doing the same thing, but we're going to go to the last one we did, which is like the smaller row now. So we're going up through the center and down into, it's like a little triangle, you'll see. And just pull Go up through the center. And down into the next triangle. Whoops. So we're going up this time. And down. Okay, and you see the webbing start? And so you're going to get a little bit of uneven, like you're not going to end up in the center unless you were like really trying to, but I like how it ends up turning out here. Like I like it off. I don't like when it's all even. I mean, when I see most dream catchers and the ones that I like, they're all kind of off. So you just basically want like a cool little web pattern in the center and just kind of let the string do its thing, you know? We're doing a boho beach little art journal, making these little accessories for our journal. They'll be so cute to put into the art journal. And, you know, if you're having a hard time with making this little mini dream catcher, and it's not your thing, you can always just, you know, buy a little miniature dream catcher if you can find them somewhere and use that in your art journal. So there's always an option. And plus I'm going to have other little tutorials on some really cute things that you can put in your art journal that is very similar. So there's no need to fret. I just really want, you know, people to see the things that I do in mine. Okay, so when you're done doing your web, the last one that I like to do is I like to put a little bead. So I've got my beads here, little seed beads. You can use any color that you want. Let me just dump some out. I've got different colored blues, a couple different blues here. I think I'll use this one. It's more of like a jean blue. So grab a little seed bead. Come on, guy. And burn it right through. And that's going to go in the center of your dream catcher. And then just bring the cord up, next center. And then what I like to do is just feed it through the bead again. Just like that. See that? And then I just kind of weave through a couple of these. So I'll go down one hole and up the other just to kind of secure it. Up another. And then I just really make my way up to, oh, I feel like I undid it here. I guess be sure you don't go through the same hole that you just went down, which is what I just did. Okay, and then what I do is just bring it right back up to the top where I started. And I'll go back through that tiny little hole here. And I'll loop it around the top and start tying it off here. guys can see. Oh, I just undid it, I think. It's hard trying to do this on a video because I really want you guys to see what I'm doing, but at the same time, I'm trying to see myself. So tie it off a couple times. This cord can be a little challenging too because it just kind of curls and stuff. And then you can tie it with the other one. So you might not want to cut your first cord as short as I did. Oops. So that you can tie it off. I'm going to tie it off a couple times here because I want to make sure it doesn't come apart. So just fasten it off. And then once you feel that it is fastened off enough and secure, you can go ahead and cut the cord. Okay. Whoops. Okay, so I'm going to cut my cord. There's our cute little, tiny little dream catcher. Can you see? Try to get you to focus here. I know it's difficult. Okay, so we've got that part done, and now we're going to get our feathers attached. So I'm going to grab a couple feathers, and I like these little feathers because they're just miniature, and I think I see a different little pattern in here. I'll use this one. There's a couple different little patterns. These are just little craft feathers you can get at a craft store. Oh, look how cute this tiny little one is. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to use these two, though. I'll use this little one in my art journal. So cute. Okay. So you want to get a couple beads to put on the end. So select your colors. And how I like to do it is I just take my feather and I'll put my beads right on the end of the feather. And whoops, put them on a little too much here. And I'm just going to do 3 beads. Okay. And then you're just going to leave like a little tail sticking out. So do that on both of them. Put your beads on there. Trying to find a bead that fits. Okay, perfect. And then I'm going to keep it very simple, and what I'm going to do is add a little craft tacky glue right to the end of my feather. And we are literally just going to stick the cord right on it, like so. Whoops. and it will dry and stick. So I'm just, again, going to stick some craft glue on there and just literally lay the cord on top. This one is a little too long. I don't want it that long. Lay the cord on top, and we're just going to let that dry. It'll take a few seconds or a few minutes, and whoop, everything's sticking to me here. And then that's it. We are done our little string catcher. And then lastly, if you want to add a little, you know, string to the top, I've got an additional one here. You can use the same color or pick a different color. I think I'll use the lighter string, and just put it through the hole at the top and draw it through. Oops. Probably can't see here. There's that little hole at the top, and then you can knot it off. These will stick, guys. You just got to give it a moment for it to stay or to dry. But anyways, that's our dream catcher. It's as easy as that. So we made a little blue one here, and this is the original one that I made, and they are going to look so cute in the Boho Beach journal that I made. This is the one that I made. I haven't even started embellishing it yet, but how adorable when you have this little miniature dream catcher in your Boho Beach journal as an embellishment. So I'm really happy you joined me today. I can't wait to see your creations, and I can't wait for you to join me in the journal for me so you can see how I use this little embellishment in my Boho Beach quarter flat journal. See you guys soon. Thanks for watching.